Shall we begin? Let's begin now.
Hey, welcome to Calvin's Got Game. Today I'm very excited to talk to you about a prototype game I got. I'm going to tell you a little bit about it. It's called Bridges to Nowhere. It is from Doomsday Robots. It's designed by John Olson and the artist is Mark Hampson. This is a two-player game. I'm going to lay it out, show you what it looks like, then I'll come back and tell you what I think about it. Okay guys, here's what is in the two-player game of Bridges to Nowhere. Now, this is not the final components to the game or the artwork. The artwork is going to change, I'm pretty sure, and probably the quality of cards, I don't know, which these aren't too bad anyway. But each person is going to get 6 pillar cards. These pillar cards are the truss bridge, the cable bridge, and a suspension bridge. So each one of these have certain things. There's 3 types of bridges: the cable, the truss, and the suspension bridge. What you have to do is you're going to make these out here in just a second, and I'll show you that. These are contract cards. You're going to turn one of these up and at the start of the game, and if you fulfill the contract of what it says to do, you'll earn so many points for that. So now you also have an adaptation to the game's kind of advanced game. You have these toll bridges, which will enhance the game a little bit. You're going to get to add 1 point per card to your score. So these are your bridge cards. This is what you're going to be drafting to get your bridge cards. So if you see, there's little symbols on the bottom, and if you match these symbols together as you're building your bridge, you're going to get 5 points for those, and we'll talk a little bit more about that during the scoring phase. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set it up here of how it's going to look. So these will be all my cards in my hand, and the other player has these cards in their hand. So what will happen is you're going to turn up 6 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here's the drafting round. So what's going to happen is whoever goes first is going to draft a card. Let's say my player over here is going first. They're going to draft a card. Well, I think I want this card. It's worth 3 points. I'm going to take it. So then the person's going to draft the next card here, and I will take this card. He's going to take that one, and I'll take this one. So now what we've done is we're going to deal out 6 more cards. This game lasts over 4 rounds. So you're going to take 6 more cards and put them out there. That was the drafting phase. Now this is going to be the building phase. Can you see this hand over here? What we're going to do is we're going to take our cards and we're going to look and we're going to put here how we can build our bridge. And as you see, I've got a bridge started. Now, I cannot count this bridge until I cap it off, but I don't want to cap it off yet because there's more pieces out here for me to get. So I'm thinking about maybe getting one more piece because it's going to be my turn next. So I want to try to add to it. Now, if I want to, I can start another bridge up here, as you can see with my box bridge. And as I start a second layer, I get double the points if I can complete it, but it has to be the same number of points on the bottom, or a number of cards on the bottom as there is on top, or vice versa, for it to count, and you're going to have to close it off. So if I was to draft this card, and then I drafted this card and this card and put them together, I sealed off this and I sealed off this side here. Now I have a double-decker bridge. And let's say the game ended at this point. I'm going to show you how to score it. But you're going to do 4 rounds of this, and you're going to go through that building the bridge. So what I would score here is 6 points here. So I'd get 12 points just for that. 13 and another 6 is 19 points. So this bridge would score me 19, but I'm not finished. I have matches here. I have 2 here, or 1 there and 1 here. Gives me another 10 points. So I would finish this thing with 33, I believe is what I said, 23, so it'd be 33. So you can really add up to points, and if I added another layer, I would have got triple points for this bridge. So you kind of have to figure out how you're going to place these things and put it together. Guys, that's basically how you play Bridges to Nowhere. You're going to draft back and forth until you've done this 4 times. You'll have a building phase after you drafted the first time. You'll put out 6 more cards. You'll build your bridge. You'll draft again. Then you'll put out 6 more cards. You'll build your bridge. And you'll do that 4 times. And then if someone had a bridge, that was the length of 3, 1, 2, 3, they get 10 points. Well, guess what? I had a bridge of 3. So there's 3 cards there. I get 10 points extra. And the other person could too. But whoever scores the most points, even if they didn't meet the contract, gets the contract. And the person that gets 2 contracts wins the game. So let me tell you a little bit about the toll bridge. If you play the variant with the toll bridge, you're going to take out the 1s. You're going to take out 3 1s and put the 3 toll bridges in. So what's going to happen is, now I get the points here. I get 4 points, which would be 8 because it's doubled. And then I get a point for this card again, 9, 10. So I'd get 10 points for this bridge, this section of the bridge, instead of 8 points. So the toll bridges kind of help a little bit more. But this is basically how you play Bridges to Nowhere. It's a 2-player game. I'm going to come back and tell you what I think about it. Hey guys, one thing I forgot to mention in the video here is that it's going to make this a little more strategic. Is that when you're building your bridge during the build phase, you have to go in ascending order or descending order. And what I mean by that is there's numbers on the cards. So you have to go like 5, 3, 2, 1, or 1, 2, 3, 5. Now, once you ascend or descend on your bridge, you can then, like if you're doing a 5, 3, 1, you can go 5, 3, 2. So you can re-ascend, but you can't ever descend again. Or you can do it 2 times. Ascend and then descend, or descend and ascend. I hope I'm making sense there. But this is what makes the game more strategic, is you've got to build your bridge with ascending parts or descending parts. And like I said, you can ascend and then you can go back and descend back down, but you can't go back up again, or vice versa. Guys, that's one of the important rules I forgot. Now let's get back to telling you what I think about the game. Okay, so what do I think about Bridges to Nowhere? First of all, I want to tell you that this is not a paid advertisement for Bridges to Nowhere. This is a prototype game. I am not getting a single dime from anybody. This is strictly my opinion and my opinion only. This game is going to be going to Kickstarter in April of 2017. The 2-player version will be there, and they're also making a 3 to 4-player version, which I got to play at the gaming convention I went to. It was fascinating. The 4-player game is much more strategic. This is a micro game. It's very small for the 2-player version. The 4-player, 3-4-player version isn't hard to do. It's very fun. The drafting is pretty cool. There is a little bit of luck in here as far as getting the cards you want, but there's also strategy here. This game's got a little bit of strategy to it, of picking the right cards at the right time, hoping that it doesn't, if you let it go around one time, you're hoping that the other person doesn't pick it. Also building the bridge. Because if you don't complete the bridge, if you don't cap it off on both ends with a pillar card, you're not going to get the points for it, so you won't score that part of the bridge. There is a little bit of skill to this, a little bit of thinking to it. I really like this game. This game is a lot of fun. The 2-player version is great. My middle son Brody, we had a great time playing this game. He is just he had a ball with this. I think if you're into building stuff, you're gonna really like this game. Go check this game out on Kickstarter, guys. I think you'll enjoy it. Bridges to Nowhere by Doomsday Robots, designer John Olson, and the artist is Mark Hampson. Guys, the art's going to be a lot different than this. I got to see a picture of the art. It is really good looking stuff. Guys, go take a look at it. Check it out. Hey, thanks for watching Calvin's Got Game. Please subscribe, share this video, tell a friend. And as always, try to get a board game to the table and have fun with folks. Thanks.